Hello everybody, welcome back to EduTap. I hope you guys are doing absolutely good. So, I hope you remember that yesterday we conducted one session wherein we are discussing the important concepts of commerce and accounts, which will definitely help you in the SEBI Grade A 2025. And mind you, my friends, today is our part 2 of the commerce and accounts because part 1 was done yesterday. Right now, let's start this video. Before I start, am I audible? Am I clear? Is my screen properly visible? Please do let me know in the chat box. I'm waiting for all of you. Please do confirm in the chat box whether everything is going right. Yes, I can see some messages coming. So I think everything is going today good, and let's continue with our session. Before I start, my friends, if you are new to our YouTube channel, then please subscribe to it. You will get a lot of free content on our YouTube itself. And if you want the PDF of this particular class, then you can join the Telegram channel of EduTap. The link of Telegram channel is given in the description box below. Right, let's start. But yes, before I start, my friend, in every component of this particular series we are doing 75 MCQs per subject, right? So in commerce and accounts part 1 I have done 25 MCQs. The video is already available on YouTube. You can go and watch them, right? And if you see, today we are covering 15 more questions of commerce and accounts, and in my tomorrow's class, which will again happen on 2 p.m. itself, we will be doing 40 questions. So indeed, from commerce and accounts we are doing 80 questions. That will help you a lot. But today I have kept the quota low only because I want you to revise and then come prepare for tomorrow mega session in which we are going to solve 40 questions. I hope this is very, very clear. Will you all come tomorrow? Yes or no? Please do let me know in the chat box. I hope you will all turn out and we will solve multiple MCQs related to numericals also. Now let's start. First of all, the question number 1 is quite theoretical. Which accounting standard deals with the preparation of cash flow statement? So they are asking you accounting standard. They are not asking you Indian accounting standard. So I will pause for 5 seconds because this is very easy and you can answer this question. Right, so what will be your answer? AS1, AS3, AS5, AS7 or none of the above? Yes, the correct answer will be accounting standard 3, which is your accounting standard number 3, which basically deals with the cash flow statement, like preparation of cash flow statement, right? And I hope you know that in cash flow we have 3 set of activities: operating, financing and investing. All these 3 are important for your exam, so you should prepare it. Next, question number 2. Which of the following would not be considered as an application of cash while preparing a cash flow statement? Which of the following will not be considered? Right, so you have to identify the odd one out, right? And you have to remember that which of the following is not an application, right? Application means what? That over here you have used your money, right? So redemption of preference shares, yes, this is an application because I'm using my money to redeem the preference shares which I have previously issued. Purchase of investments, yes, if I am investing certain kind of shares or any kind of that, then definitely I am again using my money to purchase something. Payment of dividend, yes, this is also an application of cash because I am using cash to give dividends. Issue of shares is not a application, rather it's a source. Source means what? That you have got some money from this particular activity, right? So if you issue the shares, shares will be issued from your company to the general public and general public will give you the money, right? So issue of shares is not an application, rather it's the source. It's the source of money. Therefore, my correct answer will be option number D. And if you see loss on operation, again, if you are writing your losses with the help of the cash which you have in your business, then again, it's an application of cash. Therefore, the correct answer over here will be option number D as well. Right? Next question, question number 3. Chalo, try to answer this question. Which of the following is classified as an operating expense in the income statement? So once you prepare income statement, you first have gross profit, then you have your operating profit, which we also call it as EBIT. Then you do certain adjustment of non-operating income and expenses, and then you reach to the figure of earning before tax, right? And once you deduct tax, you have your final figure, which is a profit after tax, which is like net profit of the business. But the question is asking you which of the following is an operating expense. Operating expenses are generally those kinds of expense which are related to your day-to-day business operation. So sale of machinery, no. Interest paid off loan, no. Cost of goods sold, no. This is cost of goods sold is basically adjusted to calculate your gross profit. Managerial salaries, yes. So managerial salary is your operating expense. Sale of machinery, if I am a kind of a garment seller, Like if I'm trading in garments, then sale of machinery is not a regular activity for me, right? Interest paid on loan is again not an operating activity. Dividend paid is again not an operating activity, rather it will be a financial one. But if you see managerial salaries, this you are paying on day-to-day basis, therefore your correct answer will be option number D in this particular case as well. Now let's move to question number 4, a small numerical. From the following information, find out the cash flow from the operating activities. From the following information, you have to find out the cash flow from operating. Cash receipts from the sale of good and rendering of services given to you as 5 lakh. Cash payment to suppliers and goods and services is given to you as 2 lakh. Cash payment to employees is given to you as 0.5 lakhs. And cash receipts from the sale of property, plant and equipment is given to you as 1.5 lakh. Now let's wait. Let me first see that in the chat box how many of you are answering this particular question. So please answer, my friend. I am waiting for all of your answers. I hope you will give the right answer in this particular case as well. Yes, I can see some students are answering. Very good, very good. Please answer, please answer. Yes, now see, over here you have to identify the operating activities. Again, those activities which are daily, like they are kind of daily associated to your business. So cash received from the sale of good and rendering or services, this will result into cash inflow. Cash payment to supplier, cash payment to employees. Total is 2.5 lakh, which is outflow, right? These two activities will be outflow of cash. 5 lakh I am getting, right? 5 lakh I am getting, and cash payment to supplier, cash payment to employees. This is something outflowed, right? This will move out of your company. So 5 lakh you are getting, 2.5 lakh is getting out. So net currently it's 2.5 lakh only, which is kept in your business. Cash received from the sale of property, plant and equipment, will we include this particular amount? No, because we are dealing with operating activities. Property, plant and equipment is investing one. So over here the answer will be 2.5 lakh only, because 5 lakh you are getting as inflow and minus 2.5 lakh as your outflow. So net if you see it, you will be 2.5 positive only, right? So the correct answer will be option number C in this particular case. Very good to those who have given the right answer. Next, from all of the following would be shown as a part of cash flow from financing activities except. So now we are asking you the concept related to financing activities. Financing activities basically related to my capital structure, debt and equity part, right? Cash proceeds from issue of shares or other equity instruments, cash repayment from the amounts borrowed, cash proceeds from the issuing debentures, cash receipts from the sale of equity shares and debt instruments of other entity. So this is not your entity, right? So now please try to answer your question, right? The correct answer over here will be option number D. Why, my friends? Because see, cash proceeds from issuing of equity shares will bring the money, but this is of your company only. You are issuing shares, so it will definitely impact the capital structure of my company. Cash repayment from the amount borrowed, this is a kind of an outflow, right? You are making a payment to the borrower, or you are making a payment to the, like, that particular person from whom you have borrowed. So you are a lender over here, right? Because you have borrowed the money. Rather, you are a borrower, you are making a payment to a lender, right? So this will again affect your, I would say, capital structure. Cash proceeds from issuing debentures, so again you are issuing debentures and getting the money in your piggy bank, right? So this will again impact your capital structure, but option number D won't impact, because this is where you are selling your investments. You would have done certain investment in some other entity and now you are selling that and you are getting money through it. So it will not impact your capital structure, right? Because this is dealing with some other entity. So the correct answer will be D. Don't get confused in your option number B. In option number B, you are making a payment to the amount borrowed. So I have borrowed from somebody, so I am a lender in this case, right? I have borrowed. Now I'm making a payment. So that will definitely affect my capital structure. My debt will reduce. So the correct answer will be option number D in question number 5. It is like kind of phase 2 level if you see. Next, which of the following aspect of accounting transactions or event is and are covered by accounting standards? So if you see which kind of an following aspects of accounting transactions is and are covered by accounting standard, the question is basically asking you to identify that what accounting standards basically help you in. They will definitely help you in recognition, measurement, presentation, and disclosure also. So the correct answer will be all of the above. You pick any accounting standard, whether it's AS2, AS9, AS10, AS13, whatever accounting standard you pick. right? All of that will help you that what to recognize, how to measure it, and how to present the financial information with full disclosure. So the correct answer over here will be option number E. This is your phase 1 kind of question, phase 1 level, right? Now, yes, please try to remember majority of the accounting standards which you are able to do so. Question number 7. Which of the following accounting standard has been withdrawn pursuant to the revision of AS10, which is property, plant and equipment? So we have AS2, we have AS9 also, we have AS13 also, AS10 also, but there is one particular accounting standard which has been withdrawn as per the revision done in AS10. Yes, if you know, AS6, which deals with your, I would say, depreciation accounting, has been removed and now it has been merged into AS10. So AS6, as told to you, it was related to depreciation, now has been removed and it has been merged with AS10, property, plant and equipment. AS8 was accounting on research and development, has been withdrawn consequent to the issuance of AS26, which is intangible asset. So this is also an important information for you to remember, and in total we have 27 accounting standards. Now I will not recommend you to remember all the accounting standards, but remember those which are quite famous and which are directly related to your syllabus, like AS3, cash flow, right? So remember these different accounting standards, that will help you a lot. Next question. Dash are the IFRS converge standards issued by the central government under the supervision and control of ASB. ASB is your accounting standard board of ASI, ICIS Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, in consultation with NFRA. So we now have a new set of accounting standards which we call it as what? IAS, Indian IFRS, Ind AS, GAAP, or none of the above. The correct answer will be Ind AS, right? Now we have Ind AS, which is like Indian accounting standards, which are kind of compiled and made sure, like these are made so that our accounting standards are compatible to the world, right? So these are the new set of accounting standards which you again have to remember. And yes, we have multiple accounting standards which now have been tweaked to become an Indian accounting standard. So how many Indian accounting standards we have? A list is like quite endless. But again, I will request you to remember only those which are directly related to your syllabus, right? For example, you can remember AS2. AS2 and Ind AS2 deals with inventory only, right? AS7 is Ind AS7. Ind AS7 is cash flow. But remember, AS3 is cash flow also. So AS is accounting standard. We have done some changes in that and now we have Ind AS. Ind AS is basically Indian accounting standard. And why we have done the changes? Basically because, simply because we want to make our accounting standards compliant to the international community, right? So I will request you to, once the PDF will be available, you can take a go through of all these Ind AS. Right? Next question, question number 9. A company deals with three products ABC which are neither similar nor interchangeable. From the following information below, compute the value of closing stock as per AS2. AS2 is your inventory one, right? Now AS9 is revenue recognition, so don't get confused. So you have A, B, C items, historical cost is given, net realizable value is directly given to you. Now if you know, as per AS2 we have to record our closing inventory with the lower of historical cost or net realizable value. So in item A, the historical cost is 40, net realizable is 28. So I will take 28 because I have to take lower of it. In item number B, it's 32, 32. So you can take any of it. The value will be same only. In item C, in historical cost is 16 and net realizable is 24. So I will take a total of 16 because 16 is lower out of 16 and 24. Now do the total of 28 plus 32 plus 16. And if you do this 28 lakhs, 32 lakhs, 16 lakhs, your answer will be around 76 lakhs, right? So as per AS2, remember we have to value our inventory at the lower end of your historical cost and net realizable value. Therefore, the correct answer in this particular case will be option number C, right? Now let's move forward to question number 10. The uncertainty of collection of revenue arises subsequently after revenue recognition. When uncertainty arises, AS9 simply says that you have to make provisions. You have to make provisions. When there is no uncertainty, then definitely you will recognize the revenue as and when the event has happened, right? So adjustment is already recognized, revenue should be immediately. Adjustment is already recognized, revenue should be immediately recognized, or it is better to make a provision. I told you, right, that you have to make a provision. Therefore, the answer will be option number B itself. right? Nothing should be done now. No, you have to act right now, and this is why we are acting, because of principle of prudence. Principle of prudence is what? That you have to act right now only, so that you can offset certain losses which will happen to you in the future. So I will create a provision and I will make a buffer of it, right? Next question, question number 11. Depreciation on the asset ceases to be charged when? Now you will charge depreciation when your carrying value is definitely more than the residual value. Carrying value is the, basically you can say, is the book value which you are currently recording in the books, right? But if your residual value becomes more than your carrying value, in that case you have to stop depreciation, right? Because now my residual value is more than the carrying value, so I will go and sell my asset at a residual value and I will recover the money, right? So choose this particular option wherein your residual value is more than the carrying value. Choose this particular question, option I mean. Asset residual value exceeds its carrying amount. Okay, so answer will be option number A only, because I am able to find this particular statement, this particular equation rather, in statement number 1 is itself. Asset carrying value exceeds residual value, so in this case you will be applying depreciation, right? So answer will be option number A only. So the correct answer will be A. Next, these are not making any sense, so you can avoid it. Question number 12. Under written down value method. Now remember, under SLM, your value of depreciation remains the same, right? But under written down value, your value of the depreciation keeps on reducing. So you will charge higher depreciation in the initial years and you will charge lower depreciation at the later stages of the life of an asset. So the under written down value method, the amount of depreciation remains the same. No, the amount of depreciation reduces every time, right? Rate of depreciation remains the same. Yes, rate of depreciation will definitely remain the same. Rate of depreciation is different from the amount of depreciation. Remember, right? Amount of depreciation will reduce under your written down value, but rate will remain the same, right? So the correct answer will be option number B itself. Amount of depreciation increases? No. Rate of depreciation decreases or increases? No. Rate will remain the same, right? For example, if my asset is of rupees 10 and I have applied rupees 10% as a depreciation, so my now value of asset will be left is 10 minus 1, which is 9. Now I will apply 10% of it. So the rate will remain the same, right? I will not change the rate. Therefore, the correct answer will be B. This was quite logical. Next question, question number 13. AS 13, the carrying amount for a long-term investment. Any long-term investment as per AS 13 is recorded at what? At their cost value, at their fair value, at their lower value of cost or fair, or at their higher cost of fair and value. So I'm seeing some chat in the happening in the chat as well. So please tell me the correct answers, my friend. I'm looking for it. Yes, the correct answer will be option number 1, which is at their cost. Simple things like these are directly theoretical questions which can be asked in your paper as well. Question number 14 now. Rent paid for the factory building will be included in COGS. Rent paid for factory, it is clearly given, right? So if you are paying a rent for factory, it will be included as a direct expense or a direct cost for you. So definitely it will be included in your cost of goods sold. And by the way, what is your cost of goods sold? Opening stock plus purchases plus your direct expenses minus your closing stock, right? So if you see in this particular scenario, my friend, definitely if I am on your place, I will say that yes, in your direct expenses, the rent paid for factory will be included. So answer will be option number A in this particular case, right? And remember, rent paid for office is not included. Rent paid for factory will be included. Why? Because office is an administration expense. But when you are doing with factory, when you are dealing with factory, factory cost will always come under COGS. So answer over here will be option number A. Next question. Okay, so this is the easiest one I think of the all the 15 which we have solved today. Which of the following is the correct formula for calculating COGS? COGS, my friend, is A, B, C or D or E. The answer will be option number B. Opening stock plus purchase plus direct expenses minus your closing stock is your COGS itself. Right? So answer will be option number B. Now tomorrow, my friends, we will be solving 40 questions of commerce and accounts. So today's class is completed and I hope you enjoyed this session. Tomorrow we will be solving 40 questions and these 40 questions I will bring from buyback, rights issue, bonus issue. We will also be taking some questions from accounting standards and final accounts as well. So tomorrow you have a very big session. Do come in the big numbers and do participate with me in the commerce and accounts. That's it. Have a great day ahead.